pouch across my body, this is not for fashion. This is not the playground, ain't no fist fight, bitch, I'm blasting.
Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Rushman, and today I got a video that a lot of y'all have requested. A lot of y'all always ask to see my team, and I just went 12-0 recently, so this is my updated God Squad in-game lineup. I got all the cards I wanted in the game this year. Make my lineup go crazy. I'm still not the best player, nor do I ever claim to be, but some niggas can still get their cheeks clapped. Ooh! As the name in the team title says. The team name is Cheek Clapping. You see my guy Stephen A. Smith, so I'm gonna show y'all the lineup. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about my team, why I put certain players where, and just let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, that this is the end game of my team. This is what I've wasted all this goddamn money on to make this team with virtual cards that has gotten me no pussy.
Cups of the rose.
But this is the team that I will be rocking with. I'm gonna build it right here, so let's get into it. Now, with the climate of the game, you know it's very cheesy. You know how it is. So at point guard, I have the one and only Giannis. I'm hella cute, bro. Giannis Antetokounmpo. You guys see, I got the contract. I've been had him. I've played over 1,800 games with this card. The stats are a lot of triple threat games as well, but 1,800 games with this card. By far my favorite card in the game. Still the best card in the game to me. One of the best My Team cards that has ever been created. Stats solid. I mean, the card goes crazy, bro. He goes crazy, and the game's cheesy, so that's why I run him there. And then we get to my two guard position. I run Tracy McGrady at my two guard position. You guys will see later on down the line why I run Tracy McGrady. I don't have a shoe on him because I don't think he needs it, but I mean, I've played 35 games with him. I mean, it's a lot of those have been unlimited games with Tracy. I really like this card. I like his release. Sometimes he sells me a bit, but I'll explain to you guys later why he is my starting shooting guard over some other cards that you guys will see later. Starting small forward, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's one of my favorite cards in 2K. I've only played 14, well, that's actually not true. I've played more than 14 games with this card. I sent him to my auctions a couple times to add stuff to other cards, but I've played a lot of games with this Kevin Durant since I got him. He goes crazy for me. Like I said, these are triple threat stats as well. But Kevin Durant, I love him, his release. He's one of my top 5 favorite cards in the game every year, and I was patiently awaiting his Opal because I had kept using his 20th anniversary Thunder card for a minute. So now that we got him, I put him at the 3. I used to run him at the 4, but he's just a little bit lighter, so people that run 2 bigs, David Robinson, Shaq, things like that, they used to body him on the boards. And it's nice to have him to stretch the floor, but because of how the game is broken and because cards don't make sense and their stats don't make sense, at my power forward position, I run Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem is the best purchasable center in my opinion. He is a lot better than Shaquille O'Neal. He's a lot better than any other center that you can purchase. I played 500 games with him. The card goes crazy. Only center better than him is the current center that I use, and that's Shaquille O'Neal. This Shaq also goes crazy. I mean, he can handle the rock. He can shoot threes. And this is my starting lineup for the God Squad. Now, you guys don't know. I'll have cards that you may deem better or rare or whatever. But this is the team I run. Giannis for the cheddar. Just keeping the stack. 6'11" point guard. You know how the game is. T-Mac has a good release. Can shoot. Can play defense. 6'8" at the 2. We got KD at the 3. Like I said, used to run him at the 4. But now I run him at the 3 because he's not really equipped to guard people like Kareem and Shaq. So then I have Kareem at the 4. He has a good release. I love him. He can stretch the floor. He can handle the ball a little bit. He can run the break, get rebounds. Then I have Shaq at the 5. Whole lineup can shoot, which makes no sense because if we're talking about real life, only these 2 players should be able to shoot. But this is the team that I run in the starting lineup. And then we get down to the bench, and it gets a little freaky on the bench, man. It gets a little freaky on the bench. At point guard, I have Ben Simmons. This is one of the more rare cards in the game at the moment, just because not everybody has that Trae Young, so Trae Young's getting really expensive. But this card is lovely, dude. I mean, if y'all don't know, now you know. I've played some people that didn't know his stats, which was crazy. Ben Simmons has a 93 three-pointer, basically a 97 with my coach boost, or 98, whatever. Ben Simmons comes in off the bench and puts in hella work. I love that card so much. And then at the 2 guard on the bench position. Now, this is one of the ones that people might question my decision on doing. I have the limited Jordan as my backup 2 guard off the bench. The limited Jordan is my backup 2 guard. I don't have a shoe on him because I want to keep him with the 11s that he comes equipped with. I like how they change colors whenever I change my jersey. I put Jordan on my bench because whenever people see me come out with Jordan in my starting lineup and my other limited card that I have, a lot of people will either quit or get intimidated. And I like to have them on the bench for balance because what I usually do in my team is, because my team is so good, my starting lineup, I'll run them the whole first in like a minute of the second. Then I'll run my bench. If my bench can like handle it, I'll run my bench from the latter part of the second all the way to the beginning of the fourth, then I bring my starters back in to close it out, and I feel like that works wonders for my team. And the other player that I have hidden on the bench so niggas don't get shook is, where is he at? Right here. Limited LeBron. I grinded a lot of tokens. I still have a lot of tokens in case they do drop something else. I don't know how they're doing content for the rest of the year. But I have LeBron and Jordan on the bench to hide because people get shook when they see him. And I grinded tokens, man. I grinded a lot of tokens. I used my 3,500 on them. And then I also got another player that you guys will see later in the lineup. But I grinded my tokens like that. I spent a lot of time grinding it, and I think it was worth it, not only bring content to you guys, but to build the almighty God squad that I wanted to use. I mean, these are two of the rarest cards in the game. Even though the rewards, they're still rare. They're still rare-ass cards. Then in my power forward position, I used to run Anthony Davis. But his shot was a little bit slower, and I feel like if you don't run Anthony Davis more ball heavy, ball dominant, this card's a little bit more equipped to handle the ball a little bit more, and with this lineup he doesn't really handle the ball. So I run Bob Pettit, the base 11 cheeser. Played over almost 600 games with him. I mean, Hall of Fame limitless base 11. Him off the ball from Ben Simmons, Jordan, and LeBron knocks down so many shots. Dude's the one off ball. I'm able to come around, run the pick and pop with him, and get a lot of easy looks with Bob Pettit. One of my favorite cards in the game, even though that chest hair is not a vibe. That's one of my favorite cards in the game, and he really adds a nice piece to the bench. And then my backup center is, you know, Uncle Wilt. Y'all know I love Uncle Wilt. I've played over 1,300 games with that card. That was my first Opal that I got. I love him dearly, but I don't use him anymore because his three-pointer is not as good. And he can still run the floor. Sometimes I'll throw him in just because, you know, I love Uncle Wilt, but I don't use him. Hakeem's a good card as well. I don't have any games with this one because, you know, with all the ones that I pulled, I kept swapping them out. But I mean, Hakeem has a 94 shot 3. He's a good card, but I go with David Robinson. He has the best release. My boy Hezo, shout out to Hezo, told me to put this shoe on him. It really helped, boosted up his speed. I mean, he hits threes. He's big. He can man it. He can man up, and that's what I like, man. A lot of people like David Robinson over Kareem. I'm more of a proponent of Kareem, but David Robinson is my center, and that's my second lineup. I run this 5 for first and a little bit of the second. Then I come through and bust down with this 5 from the second to the third. Then I go back with this one in the fourth. And I have 3 utility spots that I switch up between. Now, you guys will see that this one utility spot goes to this card. I have the 3 limiteds. You know what I'm saying? My 3,000 tokens, and then I grinded more. I spent a lot of time grinding tokens on this game just for shit like this, to get cards to not only get you guys content, but to get some of the better cards in the game that I can add to my team. I love this Kobe card. I prefer Jordan more, but Kobe's more of a utility. I'll bring him in at points if I just want to give Jordan a breather. I just want to freak some shit with Kobe, but I really like this card. I have all 3 of the limiteds, and then with my last 2 positions, I switch them up. So sometimes I'll throw Paul George in there, sometimes. But lately, I've been running with Worthy. Worthy has been going crazy for me. And then I have another big man in here just for safekeeping with Anthony Davis. Now, the last 3 spots are interchangeable. The first 10 is my God squad that has not really changed. The last 3 spots are interchangeable for me. If you guys have any comments, anything that you guys think I should possibly add to my God squad or switch, or you think a player needs a shoe, or anything that you guys think I could do to buff up my God squad for this in-game Thanos type cheek clapping type shit that I'm getting into, let me know. Who is calling my phone? Give me it's the FBI, open up! I apologize, that was the IRS. They were coming to not only collect my cheeks, but also my taxes. But like I was saying, the last 3 spots, if you guys think there's anybody else I should throw in here, let me know any way that I can improve it. I've also still got 1.3 million MT. I will be giving that away over the rest of the summer, so make sure you follow me on Twitter, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, make sure you drop a like on the video as well, so you know what I'm saying, whenever I'm giving away this MT. Probably do it on another live stream. But sometimes I'll throw Clay in here sometimes just because I fuck with him. Steph, sometimes I'll throw him at the end of the bench. Paul George is the one that really gets rotated a lot. Paul George gets rotated with Worthy a lot. I rotate between Paul George, Worthy, and Carmelo for that middle spot. Kobe really stays there. I haven't used Blake in a while. Still a good card. Haven't used him. Kevin Garnett's cool, but I prefer Anthony Davis. I just got Rudy Gay. He doesn't really get much burn on my team. But this is really the rest of my collection, the rest of my opals. This JR hasn't gotten burned in a while, but that card's lit too. But this is my collection. This is what all this wasted money on this game has gotten me since the game came out in what, September or October. Now it's July, and this is my in-game lineup, man. If you guys want to see gameplay with this lineup, drop a like on the video. If you guys want to see me do maybe some theme videos, some theme triple threat, I might do a triple threat with the three limited cards, because I don't know if anyone's ever done that. But I might do that. I don't know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys, you know what I'm saying, y'all fuck with my squad. If there's anything that you would do differently, though, let me know in the comments. And until next time, it's been your boy Rush. I'm out, man. Peace.